When your student is starting to progress and you want to increase their grip strength, you will start to introduce more complex holds other than rings. The next level up from rings are cannonballs and cones. A cannonball is essentially a sphere-based object that you grab on top of. A cone is an upside-down ice cream cone-shaped object that looks like this. Cannonballs, cones, and all other grips come in all different shapes and sizes, but the principles for these remain mostly the same. For any sort of grip hold like so, we do not ever want to be grabbing the straps or hardware. This is a big no-no. When grabbing onto cones, there are two different methods to use. One is to make a peace sign, grab on in between the eye bolt, and then wrap all other hands and fingers around them. The other way is to make the Spock symbol and do the same thing. The choice is up to the student on which method they prefer. Otherwise, you traverse it like a normal ring swing, like so. For the cones, you are going to try and grab on top with your first hand and then grab towards the bottom for the second hand. This is because the cone gets bigger as we go down. The bigger the diameter is of any given object, the harder it will be to hold on. Therefore, if we grab the top, it will make it easier for us to hold on. Let's go through the entire thing. For some common mistakes. The first and most common mistake is that the child is simply not strong enough yet. The way to get past this is by keep repeating these types of obstacles until they get the acquired strength to do so. Another common mistake is that the child, for the sake of accuracy, will try and grab between their thumb and pointer finger and grab here. While it will be physically easier to initially grab, it will be much harder to hold on because, as you can see, my hands are on the side of the cannonball instead of the top, essentially placing all the weight in the fleshy part of my hand instead of the entire palm. Physically speaking, we are going to be using a lot of finger muscles as well as forearm muscles. This is where ninjas and climbers really tend to shine. Progressions for this obstacle is to add a bunch of rings to the line and only put in one cannonball or one cone in at a time, so that way the child is used to the different objects instead of just throwing them in the deep end like with a line like this.